Hello and welcome to this episode of Billion Dollar Lips. My name is Melanie Bradshaw. I'm the SeneGence Vice President of Global Events, and I am here today with our superstar, Adrienne Murphy, Vice President of Global Sales. Adrienne, hey, how are you? Welcome.
Good, Melanie. How are you? It's so good to see you.
See you too. I got to see you somewhat recently in the California office, and you brought tears to my eyes to finally see you.
Yes, to see you in person. It was so awesome.
Yes. Well, let's talk about what we're going to talk about today, Adrienne.
Well, absolutely. First of all, I just want to let everyone know that, SeneGence is all about bringing our mission to life, which is to live life and love in abundance to women in every market that we're in. So, we offer products that really work and an opportunity that really works. And that really is, what we're all about. So it's our goal actually to ensure anyone that is looking for independence has an opportunity to find out more about what it is to have that independence and that freedom and fun, because our business is fun, and what it's like to be an independent SeneGence distributor and what it can bring to their life, actually sharing those products that really work and actually sharing the opportunity that really works. So, that's what we're all about. And it's, always exciting to be here on Billion Dollar Lips.
That's right, Adrienne. And one of the challenges that we've had that we've accepted fully this past year is connecting, not just locally, but globally, reaching into the homes and into the lives of our SeneGence distributors around the world. And that's why Connect is the theme of our upcoming seminar. Happening this weekend, we're doing broadcasts out of Oklahoma and Australia, believe it or not, broadcasting to our North America audience and our Asia Pacific audience. And connecting is our heart, our mind, and our soul right now. It's a complete focus for us. In fact, a couple episodes ago, which if you missed it, go back and watch it on our YouTube channel, where we talked to our upcoming keynote speakers as well, Phil Nosworthy, Karen Smith, Aaron King. They had so many great insights for us in that episode with Billion Dollar Lips, and even more to come in just a few days. And the reason we're so excited to connect in these upcoming virtual events globally is because we can bring in our staff that is supporting us, helping us build our markets in these amazing countries. So Adrienne, let's welcome our other guests from our Asia Pacific region in Hong Kong and Australia.
Absolutely. Let's do it. So as Melanie said, we're going to be talking to our Asia Pacific partners. And of course, we have staff there supporting the global efforts in our independent distributors in the Asia Pacific region. And today we have two of those folks with us. As Melanie said, it is part one. We have Paul Jones, who is the country manager for Australia and New Zealand. And then we have Margaret Ip, who is the country manager for our Hong Kong market. Hey, Paul and Margaret, welcome to this episode of Billion Dollar Lips. Thank you so much for joining us, and good morning. I'm so excited to be able to share with our viewers what it's like to, be a part of SeneGence in our Asia Pacific. So Paul, you are part of Australia and New Zealand, and then Margaret, you are Hong Kong. So Paul, I'm going to put you in the hot seat first. Are you ready?
Cool, that's what I like to be.
So we're going to start with you. So how long have you been with SeneGence?
Oh, Adrienne, since the dawn of time. Actually, it's funny. Five years this month. I actually first met Ben and Joni on the last day of seminar down on the Gold Coast 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does it seem like 5 years? Don't answer that.
Do you know what? It's funny when you look back. It seems so distant, but when you think about the experiences and the journey, it's been quite a quick ride.
Yeah.
I think Adrienne, I'm going to say this. I turn 50 soon, and I think time gets faster as you get older. So it seems to be speeding up, not slowing down. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I do know what you mean, because I've seen that. I've seen that stop in the road as well. So I know I wanted to slow down just a little bit, but I know you have a zest for life, so I don't think you're going to be slowing down anytime soon. To be right?
No
That's
way.
not in your
No way. No, it's not in our vocabulary. Slow's not in our vocabulary, right?
Exactly. So, so where is the office there in Australia?
Oh, you know what? When I met Ben and Joni 5 years ago, so we've been in Australia for about 15 years. When I met Ben and Joni, we were based down on the Gold Coast, and we've had a couple of iterations. But in 2000, what are we now? We're 2021, hey? See, there's that speed again.
Yeah.
So around about 2 years ago, we moved into a purpose-built facility. It's in Australia's first ever 6-star green precinct, so it's very environmentally friendly, and it's in Eagle Farm in Brisbane. We're right on the coastline, and literally we've got the airport and the seaport right next door.
Yeah, I've had the opportunity to come there and work with you side by side.
You were the leaders, hey?
Yeah, and it was awesome. Beautiful space, beautiful country. We actually got to see like all of Australia and New Zealand. So that was. And
New Zealand. We went to New Zealand. Yeah, we did.
So that was awesome. So speaking of those two areas, I mean, how are the distributors? Would you say they're different? The distributor base is a bit different in Australia and New Zealand than other markets?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've got the age factor for one. So what I mean by that is, we've been around for over 20 years now. We've been in Australia for 15, but we've only been in New Zealand for just over 2. So that's what I mean. They're in their infancy from a SeneGence journey perspective. Do you know what I mean? But if I had to highlight some key differences, I would say a couple of things of this. It's a much smaller market for one. We're in a country not much smaller than the US here in Australia, and in New Zealand, a couple of islands. But we're about 7% the size of the population. So you say 7% the size of the market. And something that's quite interesting, Adrienne, I ran some numbers last year just to look at possibly our best performing states. So would it be California for you guys?
California's one, yeah. California's one, like Texas is one, and those are big markets, yeah.
Those are big markets, yeah. So for instance, here, Queensland's probably our biggest distributor base in Australia, but it's such a large country, and we all like to live near the seaside, so we all live around the edges. It's so sparsely populated, so to put it into some kind of perspective, we're about 7% of the size of the market that you guys are in. But if you look at people per square kilometre for Queensland versus somewhere like California, there's two people per square kilometre in Queensland and 80 to 90 per square kilometre in. So you got to work hard. You really got to travel to bump into the next, your next opportunity.
You got to have a stake in the ground. You got to want it. And I will say they want it. I mean, just having relationships with the distributors in both New Zealand and Australia, you're definitely scrappy. I love it. So really excited about New Zealand. They're coming along. They're growing. That's exciting.
They are. I think we could say it's probably one of our most successful country launches. I think it's such a close relationship with Australia and New Zealand. Although it's a rivalry, it's a very friendly rivalry. You know what I mean? But there's such a close relationship, and they've kind of been watching us on TV, I suppose, looking at our products for quite a number of years, and they've been very keen to get their hands on it. And the other thing I would say about Australia and New Zealand, something I fell in love with the moment I came here 20 odd years ago, is they're very forthright. They're not shy to ask all the things, and I like that. They're a very honest, they're a very honest kind of customer. They don't let you get away with much, and they don't buy a car because it makes them feel good. They buy a car because they know what mileage it does. It's cheap to repair. They know where to get. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're very forthright and they're very smart consumers.
Right. Very curious, but humble.
Very curious.
But humble. I like that. So they're very curious and humble, and they always they lead with heart and want to do the right thing. So I did witness that firsthand. So you are country manager.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about your role. What is a day in the life of Paul Jones? Oh,
well, I usually sleep in my office, surf the internet. It's all encompassing, Adrienne. I've worn many hats. We're a very small but mighty team here, and many of us wear, some of us wear many different hats. Over the years, I've been called on to do every job in here. And it's funny, we have a team meeting every Monday morning, and once a month we bring the whole crew together. And it's one of the things I say in that meeting is that take pride in everything you do, because every single thing we do on a daily basis has an impact on how we service and serve our distributors and our customers, so take pride in everything you do. But I suppose if you ask me what my main role is, or what I think, I suppose my job, Adrienne, is to ensure that the opportunity that SeneGence can provide for women from all walks of life to get involved in this business, however they want that to look, is to ensure that that is as readily available, 12,000 miles away, 13,000 miles away, however far away we are, on the other side of the planet, as readily available to any woman that chooses to get involved as it is as if you were on Joni's doorstep.
Right. Yeah, I that well said, because that is ultimately the mission of what we do, and it's not easy. It's simple. It's fun. You're passionate about it, and like I said, I've been able to see that and experience with your team there. Because I was going to ask you, so out of your role, I know you wear many hats. It's all boots on the ground there. A lot of the time, small but mighty team. What would be the most important thing that you said that you would feel that you do, and it's about getting that opportunity to
it is ensuring that message, that that mission, that the opportunity that we provide is as strong here, so nothing gets diluted. Nothing gets diluted. It's as if it's coming from Joni's mouth,
Right.
And you're right. It is. It's sometimes it's not easy, but it's incredibly rewarding when we get it right, don't you think?
Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. It's all about those relationships. So, are there any, let's say, market trends in Australia and New Zealand that you want to know? What's hot? What's hot over there right now?
What do I know about cosmetics and fashion? Seriously, look at me. I'll tell you what's hot, and I think it's the same. We're seeing it right through. I do quite a bit of work with the industry, not just for SeneGence, and we're seeing it right across the board. Products with a conscience.
Oh, good.
So clean, organic, good for you, good for the environment, recyclable packaging, so on and so forth. The customer, the consumer is really leaning to that. Do you know what I mean? And if you look at our products, they're already, they're already in that space to a degree. You know what I mean? There are some things that I think we can really tweak to maximise that opportunity. But I'd say it's products with a conscience.
Products with a conscience. I love that, because you do, like you said, you do work with the industry outside of SeneGence, meaning you're part of the DSA.
Correct.
You're on the board.
Correct, yeah.
So you're hearing a lot of the trend. And it's funny that you mentioned that, because I think that's globally. I think as we came out of, this last year of the pandemic, it's all conscious brands, right? People want to be part of something bigger than themselves. And,
exactly.
Exactly. I feel like whether it's our opportunity or our product or our people, that is going to be SeneGence 2.0, if you will, going forward.
Exactly.
So that's something to be proud of. So, well, guess what? You get to get off the hot seat. It was painless.
I enjoyed it. I always enjoy talking with you, Adrienne. I always enjoy talking with you.
Absolutely. Is there any last minute Paulisms?
A Paulism.
A Paulism.
Look, last year was a tough year, and I don't think we should skip over it. We should look at it, because I think we thrived, not just survived, which is, which was great through last year. And last year, my mantra to the team here, my mantra to the girls whenever I spoke to them was kind of take care. Not so much take care of business, but business will take care of itself. And it did. We grew in this region, so it did take care of itself just by taking care of each other. I think this year, and it's funny, we're having seminar, and our title for seminar is to connect. And I think this year, my mantra this year is, it's great that we've managed to reinvent ourselves and really be in the virtual space and connect this way. But it's connect this year. Yeah. I think everybody needs that personal connection. It's one of the things that I love about this industry, what I love about SeneGence, and what I love about my job on a daily basis. So I think this year, any way you can connect with your customer, with your distributor, with your team, even just with your family and friends, take every opportunity you can, because it's critical this year. That's the Paulism.
That's beautiful. It's always a pleasure. I know it's bright and early there, but Paul, thank you so much.
Take care.
All right. Margaret, welcome. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
So tell our viewers how long you've been with SeneGence.
Well, I have been with SeneGence for about 3 years.
So where is the Hong Kong office? Where is that located?
Our office is located in Tsim Sha Tsui, Kowloon side, which is a very famous commercial area.
How is it fitting into the market there in Hong Kong as far as our skincare is it working in the market there?
Well, of course, everyone loves skincare in Hong Kong. Now, skincare is really a competitive product in our market. So we are a skincare and cosmetic company, which is one of our advantage in the market, as we have lots of varieties here, and then it is suitable for different requirements. Except that right now we are quite new in the market. Not everybody aware of our brand, so we need to work more on the brand awareness.
So we had our lips trip there, which is one of our large trips. So we did that in 2020, back in January of 2020. What is some of your fondest memories about that trip?
One of my memories is that I get to know a lot of the leaders from the rest of the market, and they have fun in Hong Kong, and we have fun together, visiting different places, and we share our thoughts, and we have dinner together as well, which is fun.
So speaking of the office, so you had your grand opening in May?
Well, in May 30, we will have our first open house event. So everything is on track. It is exciting, and we plan to invite 100 to 200 guests to attend this event.
Yeah, and our viewers, I'm sure they enjoyed hearing from you. And I want to thank you and Paul for joining me and Melanie on this episode of Billion Dollar Lips. And thank you for your commitment and you never waver, and you stay committed to your staff and to our independent distributors in Asia Pacific. So thank you so much.
And I hope to see all of you soon in Hong Kong. Bye-bye.
On our next episode of Billion Dollar Lips, you'll want to tune in. This episode is titled Stay Connected, with special guests Kirsten Aguilar and Karen Goodman. But before we go, I think we should engage someone from Asia Pacific. What do you think, Melanie?
I absolutely agree, Adrienne. You know, when I think of the Asia Pacific region, there's one lady that comes to mind, and it's CHANTELLE PATU. She is a superstar based in Perth, Australia. She's one of our top distributors in the world. We love connecting with her, and today she's going to join us and tell us about one of the products that she is loving right now, stepping into the autumn season down under. So CHANTELLE, show us what you've got.
Thanks, Melanie. You guys, I want to share one of my latest favorites. This is Desert Rose. It is such an extraordinary pink. It was initially part of the California Dreamin' collection, and they even sent it out in our 2021 seminar swag boxes. It is a stunning pink. I've got it on my eye, mixed with a little bit of garnet, and also on my cheek. It is one of those colors you can wear on its own, or you can build it into something beautiful and dramatic on the eye. It's super fun. If you'd like a chance to win one, go ahead and tag 2 of your friends, and this could be yours.
Well, ladies, you heard it directly from CHANTELLE. She knows what she's doing, and I love to see her using product from our event swag box. Don't you, Adrienne?
That's right, Melanie. I absolutely love the swag boxes. I want to give a big thank you to all of our guests who joined us today. And as always, don't hesitate to let us know what you'd like to hear more of here on Billion Dollar Lips. You can reach us at billiondollarlips@senegence.com. And with that, we will say goodbye. Bye for now.